Melissa's Mess, an ode to Jamaica. Lord, as I come to you, I boldly confess just how difficult it is for me to truly express my thoughts when I see this dear fragile land that's been fiercely ravaged by a force so grand. To think that elements of wind, rain, and sea could destroy such a place of marvelous beauty. This hurricane, Melissa, as it was assigned the name, appeared on the scene, so ever slowly it came. Unlike any other storm, it lingered around. Weather experts for days it would tease and astound. It wobbled and stalled as if confused where to go, then drifted and moved at speeds that were quite low. It seemed at one point that it would wander to the west. Out to sea in the ocean was their hope for the best. But as it gained strength, it made a turn to the right, heading northward to tackle its target in sight. With powerful winds, it stirred up the waves, preparing to show the world how a strong storm behaves. And with its descent onto the island's south shores, the plan was to decimate its unprotected outdoors. Residents were startled by this sudden surprise, being caught off guard, not believing their eyes. Homes were lashed constantly with a furious whip. Into the terrain those elements pummeled to strip. Towering trees and light poles bent over and snapped. Roofs of businesses and residences like a gift were unwrapped. Roads were treacherously flooded, some like riverbeds of streams. Landslides were a result of mountains ripped at the seams. People huddled inside in fear with concern, listening as it roared and continued to churn. Howling and whistling, shaking foundations to the core, it caused brick walls of steel to crumble to the floor. And as slowly as it came, it leisurely made its way to the northeast of the island, then finally moved away. Its mission complete, it gains speed once again, heading to other territories with a strength it would maintain. The aftermath was a sore sight for everyone to behold, an experience for many whose stories would unfold. The devastation was alarming, its destruction widespread. It all seemed so hopeless as they assessed the damage with dread. In the midst of the storm, in the darkness of night, the future seemed bleak. Recovery would be a long plight. Yet the people, though suffering through what they'd endured most, had hearts that were grateful that many lives were not lost. Yes, Melissa had messed up a beautiful land, one that had been created by God's mighty hand. And though some of the people had from him turned away, he promised restoration and healing if they'd repent and obey. There's hope for Jamaica if she'd only seek God's face, heed his commands, and be forgiven by his grace. Although recovery won't be easy, he promised that he would never ever leave her and work out all things for her good.